Having trouble pinpointing a leak. I recently lost about 2 to 3 feet of water in about a half a month with the pump off. The level has dropped below the light fixture by about 3 inches and stopped. There is a side suction that remains underwater with the main drain. I added water to where it covers half the light and I have no leaks. I believe that the suction line might be cracked and the water level is below this crack, but I don't want to turn the pump on as it probably won't suck until all the lines are full of water. I did replace the pump to a 2 horsepower from a 1.5 horsepower about a month before this happened, as it died after about 11 years. I've plugged both drains, no drop, then unplugged one at a time with no drop.
Doesn't say what kind of pool it is, does it?
No.
Okay, well, you lost water at a certain point, which tells you that either it's in the shell of the pool, whether we're talking fiberglass liner, gunite, or it's in one of those lines right around that level. The other thing that it could be is, especially if you have a gunite pool, is the hydrostatic. Meaning, if your hydrostatic got stuck up, which is just a one-way valve to relieve water pressure under the pool, that got stuck up and allowed the water in the pool to drain out of it until it reached whatever saturation point the water table is, or it snapped back down, that could have been your issue. I would like to know how the system ran before you turned it off, because if you were running 100% prime where you had no air bubbles in the pump, I'd find it hard to believe that one of your suction lines was the culprit. If it's like a liner, I've seen odd things where someone's losing water and then all of a sudden they're not, and then you go down and swim and you're looking around and there's like a leaf blocking it that pretty much stops the water flow. So there's pretty much where you stopped losing water, leak is either there or lower. Since you don't know how it ran as prime, or you don't want to start the system up, I would run a pressure test just to be sure. And then if you have a hydrostatic, I'd check that. And then sometimes it's a matter of jumping in and kind of going around and with fine-tooth comb or whatever analogy you want to say, and looking over the entire finish and all the fittings and seeing where possible issue could be.